microprocessor first of all. So a microprocessor is also we call it as a CPU. So generally we used to call as a CPU. CPU is the central processing unit. So this is a main part of the computer which performs all the operations. Okay. So the first point here is a microprocessor is also called as. So I'm writing instead of this is micro symbol. So micro P. So this is nothing but microprocessor. A microprocessor is what is a microprocessor first of all? So a microprocessor is also we call it as a CPU. So generally we used to call as a CPU. CPU is the central processing unit. So this is a main part of the computer which performs all the operations. Okay. So the first point here is a microprocessor is also called as. So I'm writing instead of this is micro symbol. So micro P. So this is nothing but microprocessor. A microprocessor is brain of microcomputer. So we call this microprocessor is a brain of microcomputer. Why we are calling this as a brain of microcomputer? Because the communication everything is done by the processor itself, just like a human brain. So without our human, if suppose our brain is dead, we can't do anything. We just even we can't lift the hand also, because the brain is sending every information to other parts of the body. So in the same way, the processor is we call it as a brain of a computer. So microprocessor, processor, CPU, all are same. So we are just using different names. So this is simply a chip. Okay, it's just a single chip that is present inside the computer. So inside the computer means inside the motherboard, you are having a single chip is placed. Okay, so a single chip you call it as a microprocessor. Micro means small, so it's a small processor, but it does lot of uh, operations. Means it is a main brain of a microcomputer, just doing everything, whatever the processing and whatever the controlling, whatever the executing, everything is done by this chip. So this chip will present on the motherboard. Okay, so a computer consisting of a motherboard. Inside the motherboard you are having the a small chip that is a microprocessor. So a microprocessor you call it as a brain of a computer, and it is a single chip. I'm just giving the introduction of this what exactly the microprocessor is. It is a single chip. What this will do, a single chip which is capable of processing data. It is processing data. So just if you want to think something, if I'm explaining to you, so with the help of my brain is sending the signals and it's sending the information to me to speak out. Okay, so just like a processor, my brain is just like a processor. It is sending the information, okay, whatever the user wants. So it is a single chip which is capable of processing data. So whatever I am speaking now, whatever I am explaining to you, so it is sent by my processor, that is a brain. Okay, so just like that, it is the microprocessor is performing all the operations. So it is a single chip which is capable of processing data. And coming to the next point, it controls all components. It controls all components in the computer. So in the computer you're having so many components like monitor or input output devices, memory devices, USB ports, and LCD screens, everything. So different components are present in the computer and are connected externally to the computer. Those are controlled by the microprocessor. Okay, so my brain is a microprocessor. My processor is controlling every parts in my body, just the hands, legs, eyes, ears, nose, smelling the thing, tasting the things, everything is controlling my brain. So my brain is sending the signals to every